Hey everyone, this is Sean Leland with Nexa Mortgage, and I wanted to talk about temporary buy downs again. With the shrinking buyer pool, I'm sure it's getting increasingly more difficult to sell your listings, and so I thought I would present this as an option as opposed to doing price reductions. So let's take a peek of what that looks like in a real world scenario with this quick and easy calculator that I have. So let's say, for example, the loan amount is $450,000 with a $500,000 purchase price. And let's estimate that the interest rate today is probably about 7.5%. It's not necessarily a reach today, higher than we obviously want in about a 30-year term, of course. And this, by the way, is going to give you the complete picture of what that payment looks like, including MI and tax and insurance. So let's include that MI factor of 0.19. 0.19 is a pretty good factor for somebody who's got pretty solid credit with a conventional loan. And the total escrow amount annually is going to be about $6,500. Let's say about $1,000 for hazard insurance, about $5,500 for property taxes. And of course, 12 payments in the year. So what does this look like in the buy down scenario? Let's start with a 2-1 buy down to see what that looks like for the buyer as well as for the seller, what that contribution is for the seller. Let's move my beautiful head up a little bit so we got a little bit more room on the screen. So the total contribution from that seller is going to be $10,700. And that is meant, obviously, to buy down the interest rate from 7.5% to 6.5% and then to 5.5%. So that first year's savings is going to be about $600 a month. That's pretty huge. And then that second year's saving is going to be about $300 a month. And this is the amount that is escrowed on behalf of the buyer. And should the buyer refinance at any time, they would receive back a portion of this. So let's say they refinanced a year, an exact year after the purchase, after the beginning of the loan. They would receive back $3,600. That's pretty solid. I mean, what buyer out there wouldn't want that sent back to them, as well as they're getting that new interest rate that they refinanced down to. So what does that look like with a 3-2-1 buy down and what that total contribution is from the seller and the total savings to the buyer? Let's just do the little drop down box, go 3-2-1 buy down, and this is what that looks like. Almost $900 a month. That is absolutely huge savings for that buyer for the first year. Almost $600 for the second and $300 for the third. The total contribution by the seller is going to be $21,000. So this to me seems like a better option to attract more buyers than a price reduction. When you can tell a potential buyer that they're going to save $900 a month, that the payment on their first year is going to be $2,900 as opposed to the expected payment of $3,759. That is a huge savings. And again, within that first year, what is the likelihood of that buyer refinancing that home? It's pretty solid, don't you think? So they would receive a portion of this back. And who wouldn't want that check sent to them when they refinance somewhere in that first 3 years? So this is obviously a really quick and easy calculator that you can present to your seller as a better option than a price reduction on those aging listings. And if you need my help to even present that to your seller, I would be happy to do that. It's quick and easy, and I pretty much can talk to anybody and everybody. I'm sure many of you know that. So again, my name is Sean Leland. I hope you consider this as an option to help sell those aging listings. And if you have any additional questions on this process, feel free to reach out. I am always available. Anyways, hope all is well. Y'all take care out there.